Hello, I'm Toppy and welcome back to another brand new Apex Legends video. Earlier on today, our first new weapon was added into the game only 2 or 3 weeks after the game released, so they're already pushing new content into the game super quickly, but this new weapon was added, and in this video I want to give my full guide on how to use it. I'm going to explain how the weapon works and the best ways you should be using it, so you can use it best in game, because it is one of the really good guns in the game, but you need to make sure that you're using it correctly. So the weapon that was added today and the weapon that I'm going to be covering in today's weapon guide video was the Havoc. The Havoc is the third energy weapon we have in the game. Before this we had the triple take sniper and we also had the diversion LMG. This is the first energy assault rifle we've got, and it works a bit differently to all the other assault rifles we have currently in the game. So on this weapon you can equip an optic, a stock, and also select fire receiver, because this weapon is full auto but you can change it into being single fire, and when it is in single fire mode it works a bit more like a railgun. It shoots 5 bullets in one go as one big shot, and it does loads of damage just in one go, but it does take quite a while for this shot to fire. The iron sights on this gun look a bit like the 1x holographic sight or the iron sights that you get on the wingman, so it isn't that nice to use. You do want to be finding a sight as soon as possible, but the iron sights are usable until you manage to find another sight. It has a 25 bullet mag that can't be extended, so this is only 5 single shots if you do have the select fire receiver on. When you are in the blue zones you can find a golden version of this weapon. I found one in my second game on after the update, and I found one with the 2 to 4 times variable sight, the golden stock and select fire on. This isn't the best setup that you want on this, because you really want that close range sight, which I'll talk about a bit later on, but you do want something more like a red dot, so make sure you are finding that red dot, because this is the best class. Get a red dot, the best stock you can find, and the select fire receiver, just because that does come in useful to take those single fire shots every now and again. Most time you will be using it on full auto, but those single fire shots do come in useful every now and again when players are stood still at further ranges. But you'll mostly be using this gun at close to medium range, so a normal 1x or 2x red dot sight will do just fine. You don't really want anything zoomed, so this will mean that close range fights won't be easy to win. So the positives of this gun: it does really high damage at close range because of its really high rate of fire, and its recoil is pretty easy to control once you are firing it. The negatives of it is it has a really long warm-up time when you do start firing, just like the diversion does, and like all the energy weapons have in the game, because you do need to charge them up before they can fire. It's pretty bad at long range because of this warm-up time when you are in auto mode. If you do go into single fire then you can get those longer range shots, but if you are trying to tap fire whilst you are on full auto, it's pretty much impossible just because of that warm-up time. It's really hard to fire just one shot to get it really accurate at longer ranges, so you do need to find that select fire receiver attachment, but this can be quite hard to find if you aren't in the blue zones. And when you are fighting at close range, you do pretty much have to keep on spraying. You can release your fire and fire again, and you will have a shorter warm-up time, but it is better just keep on spraying. But because you do only have 25 bullets in the mag, you will probably run out of ammo pretty quickly, so you need to make sure you are being accurate with it, landing all those shots, and you will do lots of damage. But if you do miss some shots, be ready to change to your second gun and clean up those kills, because you won't do enough damage because you only have 25 bullets in a mag. But overall it is a really good medium to close range assault rifle. You want to be using a bit more like an SMG than a normal assault rifle, so you really want to be getting aggressive with this gun, play with an assault legend, push in, get those kills, because it does do massive damage if you are being really accurate with it. But that's been my weapon guide for the brand new Havoc Energy Assault Rifle in Apex Legends. If this video has been helpful then please make sure to leave it a like. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to see more videos just like this one, and full legend character guides as well. If you don't see any of them, make sure you check them, which are linked on screen now. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.